Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 2 Part 86. In the previous video, we completed Act 2 by liberating Thors Academy and beating up the nobles. One of the noble fights went better than the other, but you know what, we don't have to talk about that first one because it's done. Ooh, what are we eating? What are we eating? Oh god, Barrel's just sitting there, menacingly. See, a bunch of old cliques have formed, no new friendships. Just all the same old cliques. And we got Reen sitting by himself because he has no friends. Saw Becky and Hugo over there. See Loggins and Friedel. Colette and Blue Lady. Can't remember her name, but you know, she likes to shop. I remember her. Please don't steal Valimar. We still need him for a little bit. Actually, you know what? You can be the Divine Knight. You know what? You can be the Legendary Awakener kid, and we will just stick to Spirit Unification because it's cooler. See, like I said, Reen's got no real friends. Or, well, he's not allowed to have real friends. Because his friends have to be determined by the player and who they choose to bond with.
I'm so happy to finally be back. And looking around, I'm not alone in that sentiment either. Maybe it won't last, but everyone's determined to enjoy it to the fullest while they can. After all, who knows what tomorrow will bring? I knew things wouldn't instantly go back to normal, but I didn't expect all that to be thrown on us.
Reen, you're being ominous again. We need a flashback. 5 hours earlier. Yeah, we're gonna go fight Heimdall in like 6 hours. Get ready.
You want us to help liberate the capital?
Hell sure, why not? Relying on teenagers has worked out for this continent so far.
Silent, we have a firm foothold to take back Heimdall. If we don't seize the moment before the year is up, there's every chance the war will drag on even longer as a result.
Fighting is still brutal as ever in western Erebonia, but if the Nortia and Kreutzen provincial armies keep their word not to interfere, we may be able to turn the war around.
That does sound like the best chance we'll ever get, but I still have doubts.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no intention of taking an active role in the war.
Reen, you do realize that, like, you're part of the reason why half of the Noble Alliance is left?
We simply wish to fulfill our duties as military academy students.
Like, come on, let's get rid of the pretense of neutrality at this point.
That sounds perfectly fine to me.
We aren't asking you to fight on the front lines to retake the city. Rather, we would like you, the students of Thors Military Academy, to liberate one very specific location.
The capital. The frickin' capital. Or like, you know, the Imperial Palace, that's it.
Yeah?
And where might that
I wanted
be?
to say Capitol Building, but that's not really what it is.
I'll be the one explaining that.
Is that Lekti? It is Lekti.
You're here too?
You're from the intelligence division.
Don't you have, like, shit to do, sir? I mean, I guess he's already done his part in Crossbell.
Hi, Elector.
So he can leave. He already did his cool sword shit at the base of Orkius Tower.
Long time no see. You back from Crossbell?
Yep. The most pressing problem over there is all taken care of now.
Is the tree gone?
So I was finally able to access the Intelligence Division's network again.
Because really, the way it's presented in Azure is that the tree's only there for like a day.
Wait a second. Most pressing problem? What happened over there?
Yeah, it's like police officer punched God in the face and now all the problems are gone.
Oh, you know, that Azure tree is gone. There was a ton of confusion after its disappearance. But President Croyce has been arrested, and things are beginning to calm down.
We had no idea.
I remember feeling an incredible amount of mana from that tree.
You know what's even more incredible? Lloyd's fucking tonfas, dude.
Whatever happened there, it's obvious Ouroboros was involved.
Regardless of how it came to happen, the fact remains. Crossbell is of no danger to us now. Yet with that comes new dangers on the horizon.
God, you do realize Erebonia is the danger? Like, all history is just like, and then Erebonia invaded this defenseless country. We're the victims, damn it! That's, I mean, I don't know, the victimization complex of, like, all the Erebonians is so funny.
Now that Crossbell is no longer a threat...
Like, they're acting like they're the ones who are always threatened when it's just them constantly invading other smaller, weaker countries.
There's every chance the Calvard Republic might make a move, is that correct?
The Republic still has its own share of chaos as a result of their economic crisis and terrorism. But now that there's an opening to take Crossbell, we've no doubt they will recover sooner rather than later.
And without Guerrilla Fortress to serve as an effective deterrent, there's always the possibility they could use Crossbell as a staging area to launch a military incursion into Erebonia.
As a result, our primary concern is ending this war as soon as possible. And we could use your assistance in bringing it to an ever swifter conclusion.
I understand the situation.
In that case, where is this specific location that you'd like us to liberate?
It's gotta be the palace, man, because we gotta have an excuse to activate the ancient elevator and go down there and fight Demon Cedric and his Divine Knight.
That would be the Corel Imperial Villa.
Okay, I mean, I guess it's just where the royal family's at.
Hey, isn't that...
I feel like I've seen this plot point before.
That's the Imperial family's villa on the outskirts of the city, right?
Are you suggesting that my family is at the villa?
Why didn't we think to check there?
We believe your assumption to be correct, Your Highness. The Intelligence Division has established that His Imperial Majesty and the rest of your family have been imprisoned there. Lady Elise Schwarzer and Imperial Governor Regnitz are also with them.
Dad's there too?
They've been there this whole time?
It's close to the capital, but it's surrounded on all sides by cliffs and the like. That makes it the perfect place to keep VIPs hidden away.
Exactly. The only way to access it via land is a special train that runs from Heimdall Station, and that is currently heavily secured by the Imperial Guard. However, were your party to use the Courageous to fly there, you should be able to get inside.
I think you already know our answer.
Fuck no. I'm going back to Nord.
I'm in.
Screw you guys.
If you say they're there, Lecter, then they're there. It's not much different from liberating Ruhr or the Twin Dragons Bridge, if we think of it like rescuing someone related to us.
Indeed. While the Imperial family is naturally of great importance, rescuing a member of the board of directors fits our motives to a T.
I'm just saying, if you constantly have to come up with a justification for like how you're not actually breaking your neutrality, maybe you're not actually neutral.
And we've always seen it as our duty to help those related to the Academy.
Guess that settles that.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Oh yeah, like your dad or whatever. Yeah, okay, whatever, Machias.
Well, aren't we being humble?
This is what friends do.
To think these kids would turn out to be so dependable.
You're telling me. They're almost dazzling.
Your Highness, may we have your permission to move forward?
Because if you say no, you're getting locked up in the basement.
Yes, by all means. I, Alphen Rysay Arner, humbly request that you carry out this mission. Very well, Your Highness.
I mean, I was gonna do it until you asked me to, now I don't want it anymore.
Students of Thors Military Academy, I hereby declare that we shall dedicate our all to the liberation of the Corral Imperial Villa.
It really is strange. For all I know, tomorrow could determine the outcome of this war. And yet I feel completely at peace. Just being back here, seeing the sky, and being surrounded by this cool air makes me feel so happy. Why?
You're not planning on standing here alone the whole night, are you?
Yes. I reject your bond event and replace it with silence.
Where's Emma?
Who knows? I'm guessing she's over in the literature club's room. One of the second years dragged her off. Something about checking if any of her precious book collection had vanished.
Just gonna sidestep that.
That would be Dorothy. I don't know. I could wander around, but my head's kind of full at the moment. It's like it's suddenly registering just how much this academy means to me. I knew I liked it, but I never realized how much.
Oh? Well, whatever you end up doing tonight, make it count. With both Vita and Ouroboros involved, you haven't seen the worst this war has to offer. The hardest part's yet to come. And you don't want to face your friend in the goofy bandana weighed down by regrets, do you?
I don't know if his bandana's goofy. Your frickin' ribbon's goofy.
True enough. Oh, hey, are you here because you were worried about me? You've always been so considerate of us, even if you do try to hide it by acting grumpy half the time.
Stop that! You can't go around being nice to every girl you run into. Try treating someone special for once.
Celine, you're not a girl, you're a cat. They're completely different.
Surely there's someone who fits that description better than me.
Someone special, huh?
This could be the last night you have to enjoy before everything goes to hell.
Okay, so this is our final
Go
bond
walk
event.
around a bit already. Oh, and go pay Valimar a visit too.
Can I use my final bonding event on Valimar?
Honestly, anyone with half a brain could have figured that out. Why do I have to be the one to tell you?
I suppose she's right. It seems a shame to waste a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity standing around here alone. Besides, it's been a long time since I was last here at the academy. I should walk around and see everyone. I've got a lot of catching up to do with the people in Trista, and after Valimar offered to stand guard near the west exit, it wouldn't feel right to leave him by himself the whole night.
You can now use the quick travel and Trista in the academy. So, in terms of potential, if this is our final bonding event, we will probably do it the same way we did in the first game, where we're just gonna do the one for now and do the rest in like a bonus video? I don't know. Granted, we probably have enough NPCs to talk to that we could fill the rest of the video before we have to make that decision, potentially. Because, I mean, there are benefits to doing it all before you see the end of the game. But there are, I don't know. Because, I mean, it's going to eat a video either way. I guess it's just really, do I want to do 12 bond events today? I don't know. Whitcomb, oh my beloved Whitcomb, how I've longed to see you again. Not a moment passed, and I didn't think of you, and not a night when you didn't visit me in my dreams. My unwavering belief in your safety was the only reason I was able to press on. No need for words, Whitcomb. I'm as happy as you are. Oh, there's a number of horses being raised here. Yeah, raised. Still won't let me into the barn, I see. Come on to you people. The horses all seem so happy to be back in their home stable. Especially Whitcomb. I'm glad we were able to bring them all back safely. My work's not over yet, but making it back here still calls for celebration. They're getting big dinners tonight. More motor oil than you could shake a stick at. It's been 2 months since our tragic separation, and yet here we are, reunited at last. Useless Pollock, Class 7, I must thank you from the very core of my being. I'm really proud of the horses for putting up everything they've been through for the past few months. So they're getting extra food tonight. The uses I would talk to you, but like, I don't know, you might like Proper Final Bond event, which I'm sorry, uses you're on the short list, but you're not our first choice. You'd probably be like third choice. Like, I guess it's like Fee just because of momentum, and then I mean the Elisa Bond events do have more work put into them, but it still doesn't quite feel like enough for me. I don't know. The doors are locked. Just like the idea of Reed running up, trying to open the door, and then running away as fast as possible while never making eye contact with Emma. I don't know, it's just funny to me. We haven't had an evening quite like this pleasant in a long time. I'll keep the cafeteria open till morning, so take your time and get comfy. Your stuff is still garbage? Don't talk to me. Well, I guess we should buy it just to save on ingredients, since we can turn these in. Potentially. There don't seem to be many upper-class students on the third floor right now. They're all out mixing with everyone else. The day's been a long day coming. Be sure to relax and make the most of it. Can I finally go to the salon? No one's here to defend it? Dorothy, you gotta hold yourself. Good to see me. Sorry, I think my reunion with my beloved books has me a little too excited. Yet the sultry temptation pulls me back time and time again. I am powerless to resist. Just hope she doesn't collapse from too much excitement. The fact that I haven't been able to read these in so long makes all their pleasures feel new and exciting. Reen, why don't you take a look at the one? It could certainly warm you right up in this cold weather. I haven't liked the cold, thank you. Hey, Celine, what brings you here? Emma, actually, before she ditched me. She went off saying she wanted to double-check the old schoolhouse just in case. Normally I wouldn't mind, but she left me alone with that creepy friend of hers. That's not a good place to be. Guess I'll rest up until Emma gets back. Or at least I'll try. The lower class chess club finally made it back after all. Not that I care, of course. But bah on them. Bah, I say. I'm still amazed that members of the upper class chess club actually went out of their way to protect our club room. I don't think they've ever been so moved. I'll never forget what they did for us, not as long as I live. I love this academy. I love its chess clubs. Alright, let's play some chess. It's been so long to celebrate our return for the game for the ages. He's as pointlessly hot-blooded as ever. Although I'll admit, it would feel strange if you weren't now. Where were those books on the Corel Imperial Villa again? Everyone's so exhausted. Perhaps I should brew some herbal tea. Toa's favorite calm is always this one, I think. Oh wait, actually that's the one she's allergic to. Oh, Toa died. GG. Toa's back. She's finally back. Tomorrow's gonna be a really busy day. I can't wait. We're going to have a meeting with the student council president about the plan for tomorrow. It feels like such a long time since the student council has played a major role in anything. Yeah, it's the first time it's ever happened in the history of all schools. Not mad. Thors Military Academy Lacrosse Club is officially back in business. Once we put this war to bed, we're getting right back into the swing of things. You hear me? Yes, ma'am. Prepare yourself, Elisa. Good to see our break hasn't served to demotivate anyone. When I left the academy, I thought that all this was over for good. How could I have imagined that one day the entire lacrosse club would be back together again? What am I... Heresia? Hey, no crying in front of the first years. Come on, we're supposed to be setting a good example for them. I suppose you're right. Our work is anything but over. I need to stay strong until the very end. The order may have been defeated, but I remain ever dauntless. The next time we compete, Elisa, I will emerge victorious. Sure you will. I'll take you on anytime, Ferris. I mean, at least she technically has 6 times her HP. Hello there, Masterine. Congratulations again on winning the battle earlier. Victory was truly deserved. You didn't exactly make it easy. They never got to act, dude. It was incredible to see how well you and Patrick fought together too, though. I suppose it's not too surprising. Well, we've been together for a very long time now, but Master Patrick's grown quite a bit lately, physically of course, but also into his own Erebonian nobility. I do believe we have his leadership of the Order of the Lion and his fight with you to thank for his wonderful transformation. He's lucky to have you looking after him. You flatter me. Regardless, do take the time to relax tonight and don't be shy if you require anything from me. Reen. All these cuties have asked me to take their photos tonight. It's insane. And I mean like a ton of them. Oh man, times like this would make joining the photography club totally worth it. Next I need to figure out how to convince them to get into cute poses and stuff while I'm taking the pics. Why don't we dial it back a few notches, Rex? The upper class ladies here are just too much. My heart can hardly take it. The night's still young, time to find more babes to snap pics of. I'm sure my heart will find a way to hold out. The swordsmanship you displayed earlier was splendid, Patrick. Well done. We were all truly moved by the spirit and determination you showed us. I'm not sure why, regardless of how well I may have fought, I ended up in their debt. The real test for us upper-class students doesn't begin until we make it through tomorrow. I suppose you're right. Filtering away time with more idle wanderings, I see. Yeah, you know me, real fritterer. I wanted to come and thank you again. Thank me? What for exactly? I couldn't have united the whole academy on my own. We were only able to do it because you issued that statement. So, thanks, Patrick. I'll be counting on your help tomorrow, too. You're joking, right? You came all the way here just to say that? Let me take this chance to make things crystal clear for you, Schwarzer. We are not friends. Do I want to become your brother-in-law? Yes. But that does not make us friends. And while you may have bested me earlier, I fully intend to settle that score among others at a later date. In order to do that, we will need to return for tomorrow's operation alive and well, and since we must, so we shall. Now you're talking. You know, I'd certainly have gotten stronger while you were away. But don't get cocky. Patrick has far more potential within him than any of you do. You want to say that again? I'll have you know, Reen has 144 CP. That's enough to spirit unification and then arc slash your ass, okay? Send you to the fucking Shadow Realm. You'll have my full support tomorrow. After all, we need to return to Lyme so we can settle things between us. Actually, with 2 ticks of the frickin' gladiator belt, we're true flame dragoning your ass. Then you'll really be sorry. Oh, there's someone over here. You can't hide from me. Professor, I wasn't expecting to find you here. This is the only place in town where I can find anything approaching peace and quiet, or so I had hoped. Don't concern yourself with me. Go out and celebrate with all the other students and boisterous townfolk. Sure, but before I go, though, I wanted to thank you. I never would have been able to get past all those soldouts guarding the town if you hadn't been for that weapon you made. Then I said I wanted to be thanked. Besides, that blade is merely a prototype, completely unfit to be used in actual combat. Having an unfinished product used in the field is the height of shame for any self-respecting engineer. Sorry, I didn't know. We really didn't have time to complete it before the operation started, so... Tomorrow morning. Come back tomorrow morning and I'll give you the full finished product. That's when I'll listen to your uninformed little judgments on it. There's something to look forward to. Right, can't wait. I don't think I've met anyone with as much pride as this guy has, and I've met some big-headed people. I'll be sure to give you the full finished product by the morning. Shouldn't be too much of a problem with my additional assistants. Who could that be? Man, it's either Glenn or Jackass. Granted, he said assistant, but I mean, he was already working with George though, right? It's not like he would have been... I assume it's Gwen. This pool is always going to be one of my favorite places. It's not just where I met Laura, it's where the whole swimming club helped me come out of my shell and get stronger. So it means the world to me that we all managed to make it back here together. And one of the problems with, like, because I want to do all the bonding events in one video, but it's going to be kind of like an awkward timing. Where I really don't want to do like a freaking 2-hour video. But also, I don't want to end this video in like 40 minutes. Well, we'll see. We still have all of main building. And we can go to Trista. Okay, I think we might end things slightly early if we finish talking first, but next video we'll do all the bond events. That sounds like a plan. Also, Toa has a red exclamation point. So we didn't go to the library. Or the auditorium, but I doubt we can go in there. Have you heard of a book series called Gambler Jack 2? Its final chapter came out long ago. It reminded me of how nice it feels to see a story you followed come to an end. I've still got it here, so how about you give it a read? I think it's a pretty fun way to while away the time. There we go. That's all the Jacks, I believe. Unless there's a 14 before 15, I don't know. And we still have to read the first one, which I never read, from Trails 2. But those will be bonus videos. We will not be doing that, It's still the same way. And this is sparkling. Oh, it's the back issues. And nobody here. I see no sparkles. See no sparkles. I believe I speak for the entire faculty when I say we are overjoyed to have you back. Ordinarily, this building would be closed by now, but this is a special one-time exception. Do feel free to walk around. Man, what are we doing? Phew, it wasn't easy, but I managed to get those two together in the end. All my hard work must have paid off. I shudder to think where my uncle would be without me. He should thank his lucky stars to have me as a niece. Come on, Uncle Makarov, now's your one chance. Don't blow this one. Oh, it's so annoying watching the two of them get nowhere. Maybe it's time for me to step in here. Marine has arrived. As long as she gets what she wants, Mint doesn't really care if people are busy or not. Sorry she dragged you into all this, though. This is probably the last thing you want after coming back from Roar. Honestly, I think she's sweet. It's plain to see how much she cares about you. In fact, why don't we take advantage of our current situation and have some tea together? Well, I'm sure. I mean, that's just gonna throw more fuel on the fires of her weird ideas about us, right? Maybe, but I'm starting to wonder if I really mind. I would be lying if I said that seeing you again after all this time does make me a little happy. I guess I could join you for at least one cup. I got some stuff to sort out, though, so I don't know if you'll get much conversation out of me. I don't mind. I'm just happy that we're spending time together. There, then I'll go pour the tea. Or wait, are you more of a coffee person? Whatever's easier, I guess. The legendary super medal. Hand it over. The one for the one true, like the secret medal that's unlisted that nobody knows about. Ah, Schwarzer, good to see you. Dr. Beatrix and I were just going over the day's events. That's right, the battle between yourselves and the upper class students made for some splendid viewing. I could see it becoming the sort of school legend that persists for decades to come. I don't know if I'd go that far, but thank you. Speaking of thank yous, I owe you and all the other instructors a big one for all your help with the war so far. And that also reminded me, what about, like, I mean, Vincent knows about Reen being able to do his thing, right? What the hell did everyone else think when he does his thing? That must be like a, you know, you think it'd be like a little bit of like, yo, what the hell's that? Why is his hair white? Why is he arcane galing me? Why is he doing so much damage? Why am I dead? We didn't do a thing. I don't say that out of modesty either. All of my agency was robbed from me. I couldn't do anything for you, or for my dear friend Ada, whose death I just received word of. I'd almost forgotten that we're old friends. His death is not just a loss to us, but to the entire nation. War asks us to make sacrifices, but that doesn't make the loss of innocent life any easier to swallow. It's a pain that grew all too familiar during our days in the army, but it never got any less agonizing. Indeed. Word has it the more innocents are being slaughtered in this nation's west too. There are times that I wonder whether my younger self could do anything to help them, but just thinking helps no one. Sir, if I may, please rest easy and let us take care of things from here. We may not be able to bring the war to an end on our own, but we believe that tomorrow's operation will bring us some way towards doing so. Now that all of us students are reunited again, I think we can make a change. That's certainly ambitious. Well, if this war could have ever had a silver lining, it's given you a splendid opportunity to mature. Perhaps Otto's death was not in vain. In that case, I wish you all luck, as we all will. Now, adios, watch over you all. Give my regards to Fee and Milliam, too. I will. We won't let you down. Relax and make some good memories tonight. It'll be the kind of night you look back on and smile when you're about my age. Lady, we ain't living that long. I'm afraid that all we old folks can do is wish you the best in your exploits and pray for your continued success. Although given your track record, it doesn't seem as though our thoughts and prayers are even necessary. I'm proud. This war has robbed us of much, but those sacrifices have forged all of you into stronger and more resolute young adults. Hey, what's up, Alphen? See ya. Our janitor buddy! You're not the janitor buddy. All students seem to be so happy back together again. They're so darn happy it's rubbing off on us non-students too. I'm gonna take a season to relax and enjoy that. Dang, old students so happy. Bro, you got a problem? I never noticed how many bottles of illicit substances you have over there. Maybe you cleaned out Sarah's room? Oh, the Veefsters? Walking around the school building like this makes it sink in that we're finally back, you know? Yeah, it's been a long journey here, but we're finally back to where we belong. Thanks so much for staying safe, Phoebe. I'm really proud of you for coming this far, but more than anything, I'm proud of doing it with you. What brought that on? That's what I should be saying to you, you lying thief. There. Tomorrow we'll do an even better job than we did today. We're twins, and we were born to work together. Okay, time to take a little tour of all the most romantic spots around the academy. They're gonna be full of lovey-dovey couples I can tease. They can't see me coming when they're lost in each other's lives. Come on, Vivi, that's just mean. Atomic Wedgie! Give me the final recipe. Do it, sir. Bestow upon me your arcane secrets. I honestly don't even know. Am I gonna be able to turn in my recipes? Wow, something smells nice. I plan on treating everyone outside to some nice hot soup. All of us in the club put our heads together to come up with a recipe. So it's nice that I get the chance to whip it up here in our old club room. Oh wait, what'd you say? I plan to treat everyone outside in the cold to some nice hot soup, our club special recipe no less. Although that does depend on the ingredients Milliam went out to buy. What could have happened to her? Oh, it's a dang old line, dude. I finally finished the piece I was working on back aboard the Courageous. You ain't got no horn. I didn't take long once I got back into an environment I was comfortable in. Well, time for the next one. Aren't artists supposed to be emotional with this stuff? Well, I guess it's just Clara for you. I'm pretty impressed with myself. It takes some skill to finish something like this in half a month. Next up is my graduation project, though, so I'll be shutting down everything else to focus on it, starting with you. Bye. Hey, but he ain't got no horn, dude. Okay, so some of them are done. Now you still don't have, you're still not finished. So maybe that means there's still some more. I mean, I assume there's got to be a decent bit of game left, but it does definitely, I mean, you know, if this is our final bonding event and stuff, I mean, that kind of, granted, I mean, Azure, you get your final bonding event decently early on compared to the end of the game, unlike in, say, like Cold Steel 1, where it was basically right before the game ended. Same with 0. So they're kind of been a little all over the place. Or really, I mean, there's just the one exception to the rule, which is Azure, where you get your final bonding event, like, I don't know, 10 hours before the game actually ends. It's so quiet here, it's hard to believe that there's a war raging on all around us. We've been through a lot on the way here, but I'm glad I could come back here with you again. I'm never gonna let anyone threaten you again. No matter what happens, no matter who we're up against, I'll always protect you. That's a promise. I don't want to ever be separated from you like that ever again. Oh, Alan. I don't know why it took me so long to realize how I feel. I might not be strong or super talented, but that doesn't matter to me anymore. I'll do whatever it takes to keep you safe no matter how things turn out. Okay, take me to Trista, which I know how to get to. God damn, it's fucking packed. Holy shit. Okay, maybe we don't have to worry about ending the video early then. If anything, looks like we might go long. How did I know I'd find you here? A joyous town such as this give off a sweet call for traveling musicians of my elegant caliber. Please, I insist, allow me to volunteer my music to make this night one to remember. As much as I hate to admit it, things do feel a little more high-spirited with him around. My dear listeners, I am here to fill this world with love and peace. Allow me to play you a song that will warm your hearts and bring a light to this dark night. This is called The World is Full of Love. Love and peace. For all that turmoil, it's nice to have life back to normal here after so long. I miss being able to go back on these walks of mine. They weren't very relaxing or enjoyable with the Alliance around. I owe you students my warmest, most sincere thanks for what you've done for this city. Only thanks to you that I'm able to enjoy my walks again. Man, I can't believe it's how long it's been since your last year. Tonight kinda reminds me of the Academy Festival's after party too. Same here, especially because it smells like good business waiting to happen. Just think of all the commemorative sales we could hold if we get this war wrapped up. My wallet's feeling thicker already. Hey, nothing but profits in that head of yours, is there? We gotta put a bow in this war as soon as possible. Think of all the commemorative sales we could hold. Maybe we could even organize some sort of business opportunity over the Academy again. Never hurts to dream. Hey, Hugo never changed, does he? Can I deny them feeling the urge to open up a stall like I did during the festival, though? Rex and I have been running around town taking as many pictures as we can. It's just nice to see how happy everyone is. There's not a frown to be found. Seeing everyone like this reminds me that smiles are what I wanted to capture the most. Smiles are contagious. It just makes me happy to see people happy. And that's what I wanted to capture with my camera most of all. Smiling faces. Good evening. Lovely to see the town so vibrant again, isn't it? That it is, though I take it you're here preparing for tomorrow instead of joining in the festivities? You got it. We're getting our high-speed vehicles prepped in Trista Station as we speak. We've already got a team at work near Corel too. On top of that, the 4th Division rolls out tomorrow morning. Get some rest tonight. We won't have a luxury for much longer, unfortunately. I will. It's really cold out tonight, so we're out here giving hot drinks to anyone who wants to warm up. It's so good to have everyone back. I'm really miss seeing all of you. Sorry, I always cry over stuff like this. I get so emotional at these things. Oh, where's my hot drink? Today's a happy day. No time for tears. Smile, Dolly. Smile! Especially since nobody knows what might happen tomorrow. We should take the chance to be happy while we have it. Well, like my drink, though? Would you like something warm to drink free of charge, of course, and courtesy of the merchants of Trista? It's a day of celebration. That's all the more reason to make sure you don't catch a cold. Yes, I would like my drink. The town and the Academy are like a flower bed in full bloom. Nothing but happiness as far as the eye can see. I doubt that any of us will ever forget this day. Voices can be heard from the other side of the glass. Alright, that's it for the script. Still, we're going to be doing this thing live. You guys doing the recording need to be ready for anything. Right. We're all ready to go here too. If you don't mind me asking, how close to the action are we going to get? What do you think? As close as we can. He's really fired up in there. I just hope he doesn't do anything too risky. Let's get those final checks done. Get our narrator on standby too. Tomorrow's going to be a really important day for all of us. Oh, hello. I'm really glad to see you're able to take this town back from the Alliance. Nice work. We're kicking up a special broadcast for tonight about everything that happened. You're all going to be famous. I actually got to refer it if you guys didn't make too much of a big deal about our involvement in all this. Too late. After having the truth silenced with the army for so long, the director is desperate to broadcast it now. His attention is starting to shift to the battle for Heimdall tomorrow, though. He's got his heart set on broadcasting it all live, so he's running around doing the preparation to make that happen. Really, that's an interesting idea. I can't imagine most places in the country have a clear idea what's going on. Getting accurate, unbiased information to so many people as possible could even have an impact on the war's outcome. That's his theory. Tomorrow's going to be one heck of a day, that's for sure. Ever since the Alliance took over, our broadcasts have been heavily restricted, but now the director's all fired up by using the radio to spread the truth. Who can say how much will actually influence the war, but tomorrow should be one heck of a day. Monkey, what's up? I haven't gazed upon this wonderful, wonderful board in a very long time. There really aren't as many suspicions as there were during peak Misty period, but that's no surprise. It's heartwarming to see how many there still are, though. Radio Trista's diehard fans still haven't turned away from it. It's making me a little emotional. Can't believe the time has come. Time for Radio Alias Passion Boy to make his glorious return to the airwaves. Okay, whatever you say, buddy. Take a sip of the sauce real quick. That's enough serious talk for now. Tonight's supposed to be happy. Just make sure you rest up so you'll be in peak condition for tomorrow, alright? I guess I already talked to you. You and Alan have really gotten stronger since I was away. Looks like the war provided you both with ample training opportunities. Pretty sure you could probably still wipe the floor with both of us at once, though. And to be fair, Patrick's gotten a little tougher and a little less of an asshole, too. Just a little. You know, Loggins, there's no harm in giving someone an honest compliment once in a while. Patrick was a real piece of shit when I first met him, but he's gotten a little bit better since then. Kinda. So it looks like we'll be able to leave the club in decent hands now. I have to admit that I'm still rather upset over losing to your class. But oh well, today's your day in the sun. I suppose I can let it slide. This once. Hey there, we're open until late tonight. You can stop by and shop to your heart's content. Whew, so much easier doing business now the Alliance is out of our hair. They need paperwork for everything. We managed to hang in there thanks in no small part to Kay and all the people helping out. Never would have thought I'd say it before the war, but I guess he's grown up a bit. Body handbook? What? What? We didn't have it as rough as students, of course, but there was still a lot we couldn't do when the Alliance was around. Still, we're free of them now, and you guys are back, so I'd say all the struggle paid off, wouldn't you? What if I wanted to become a gardener, okay? Don't discriminate, game. What's up? You're a weird kid, you know that? Everyone's out celebrating and you're hanging out in a dingy old shop. Nice to see the war hasn't changed your attitude, Elise. I hear you were gathering information on the war and passing it on Principal Van Dyke this whole time. I wanted to thank you for that. Well, you gotta do something to kill time when business is slow, right? Seriously, kid. It was no big deal. What's this air about you helping out the Imperial Army with an operation tomorrow? Let me give you a word of advice. Watch your back. You can't stick your hand to a hornet's nest without getting stung. Every action has a consequence. That's very true. I'll be sure to keep it in mind tomorrow. Merchants of Trista have apparently agreed to stay open until late tonight, so here I am. Hey, you guys just watch your back tomorrow. The guys behind this war are real monsters. Every last one of them. And maybe not every last one of them. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. We have none of the watches. Kind of looking. Nothing's really jumping out at me. Got anything here? Nope. I mean, honestly, these are worth buying. We have enough money. But what if it wasn't? Mom and Dad will never change. I'm so glad all the scary soldiers are gone, though. I couldn't even play outside when they were here. I love the mood tonight. What do you say to Addie about doing a tour of the town ourselves? That does sound nice. It'd be just like a date. I don't know, maybe we should wrap ourselves up in that red scarf again. That might be a little, too cute. This brings back memories. I remember her making the scarf. Did you ever hear that? Well, we've only got one scarf, so we need to try to make two, especially because it's too cold out to be without one. Still, maybe if we all hold hands, we'd be able to keep us warm. Come on, Kurt, that includes you. Lovely idea, but I think I'd be worried about everyone staring at us if we did it outside. I think that kind of thing's best kept behind closed doors anyway. Let me in. Feels so strange to be back here again. But as much as I'd like to sit around and reminisce, I don't want to waste a night like tonight indoors. Besides, I still gotta talk to Toa, Angelica, and George. I'm gonna check on Val while I'm at it too. Fine. Wait, are we done with talking? No, we still have a few places. Yeah, we still have this up here. All that. Plus these shops. So we'll end about right on time. One of Thor's little heroes! You call me a little hero again? You'll be a little dead. Please don't tell me people are calling us that. Sorry, it's just the festive mood talking. Pay me no mind. We're all so grateful for what you did. Thanks to you students, we're free. The way of saying thanks will be staying open late, just to you guys. If you want to enjoy yourselves and catch up with your old pals, and we don't want to get in the way of that. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Hard to believe it's been 2 whole months since the day you kids first vanished. It's been a long time coming, but I'm happy you all managed to get back together in one place again. Now get out of there and have fun. Kind of looking to see if there's anything. We're pretty good on all ingredients, except for the monster stuff. Haven't been able to reach our owner for some time now. Logically, I know he's probably fine, but I just can't stop worrying about him. I hope tomorrow's operation goes well so I can talk to him again. Please try and get plenty of rest tonight while you can so that you'll be in peak condition for whatever you need to do. You get 25 strength, evasion. I mean, it's hard to tell because Reen's stuff is just better, but this seems pretty good. Now these are good. Why do you lose so much movement? I mean, they're basically just the leather sandals with more defense. I'll buy at least one, but we're not gonna... Reen actually has better equipment from the... Because he has both the rank up stuff, right? Yeah. Now, Reen doesn't really need movement that much. Reen and nobody really needs movement that much. With the exception of very certain, like, specific fights. Oh, there they are. That big knight thingy is super cool! It totally is. You should come and check it out with us, Ryzen. The second she comes back, he starts fawning all over her again. So I guess he has been worried about her for months. I'll let him off this time. Honestly, I'm glad she's okay too. Having everyone back like this feels like some sort of dream or something. That's Joshua's lawn? Guess what? I helped out in the shopping district here too. Only because Tizzle and I asked. Oh, there's a meal. Still, I'm very proud of you all for being such hard workers while I was away. Can't believe this day has finally come. Thank you, Adios. Both Kay and Rudy really did their part in helping out these past few months. That's not to say they didn't cause trouble and they wrote the wrong number of emergency supplies, but they still worked hard and that's what counts, and we all have achievements to be proud of today. We're so happy to finally have you home. We heard something terrible happened in Celtic. You're not hurt, are you? I'm fine, honestly. Even better after seeing that all of you are safe. Yep, we looked for that one another and made sure that nobody did anything too dangerous. We were really worried about the students who disappeared, though. I'm just glad you're okay. Don't cry. You're making me all sniffly, too. I'm glad to see that everyone here is doing alright. I'm so worried about them. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you. Coming this far hasn't been easy, but seeing everyone is exactly what I needed to show me that it was all worth it. Here I am, back at Thors and playing the violin. I didn't think it could happen. All we've been through, everything we've done, makes getting back here all feel worth it. I know I'll be playing my part to make this night amazing. I've got high hopes. I can't wait for everyone to gather for our concert tonight. We're all going to work as hard as we can to make sure it's wonderful. I was so relieved to see that Rosen was alright after all. I heard she was trying to do what she could for the people of Celtic after the tragedy occurred there too. I was deeply moved when I first found out she's a very model of a perfect sister. It's wonderful to hear the joyful sounds of people reuniting with their old friends and rejoicing in their safety. The shadow of war still looms heavy over us, and the sadness it brought to us will never truly be forgotten. But there's no harm in celebrating our current happiness, so let us do just that. And let us pray that the shadows of war and the sadness they will bring will soon dissolve in the light. Hard to believe how hard this nostalgia is hitting me. I mean, we've only been gone for 2 months. It's a real shame that this war stole away so much of the time we could have spent here. Well, what can you do? It's almost over now anyway, both this war and my part in it. You say something? Nah, just ignore me. Can't wait to get back to life as usual here at the Academy. The war's heating up more than enough of my time already. I want to get a chance to enjoy this place where I finally graduate. Here it is, our whole dorm. This is where I first started cooking for myself and where Klein used to give me advice until late into the night. I made a lot of memories here, to be honest. Seeing it again is kind of choking me up. Feels so surreal to finally be back, but here we are. Got no reason to go in here. One of these days I'll get to the second floor of the lower class dormitory! Thank you so much for liberating Trista from the Alliance's control. It was awful. I wish I could do more to thank you, but all I have to offer is this new recipe I've put the finishing touches on. It would make me happy if you shared it with your fellow classmates, though. There we go. Achievement. Wartime rationer. Even the upper class students seem relaxed tonight. That's all thanks to you and the brave souls who fought by your side. Well, there's the house, and then I think we're done.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Have you been okay, Kenny? Sure have. Got a really rare fish over in the Nortia province. Here, I'll show you. I want to see. Did we fail the fishing quest again? If we did, honestly, I don't care. The fishing is like just super... It's just all RNG. And tedious. There's nothing like fishing after sunset. Got a lot of memories tied in this place, trying to catch Trista's guardian for one thing. There are all kinds of new fish in here now too. Care to join me and see what you can catch?
Oh, I could probably...
Oh my god. You're new. And you really got a mash for this one. Sir!
Whoa, this is a big one!
That's pretty good.
Whoa, this is a big one!
Can I have some globby flesh? You're not new.
Not bad.
You're also not new.
Whoa, this is a big one!
Catfish, I think we already have. I don't really know what we're missing, if I'm being honest. That's another reason why I didn't really, because you have to like look it up and everything to know what the hell you're missing and where you find them. Man, it feels good to be back in Trista. You know, I'm gonna spend the rest of the night fishing right here.
This spot looks perfect for fishing.
Yeah, okay, shut up, Reen. Just trying to make sure. Oh yeah, the house. I don't know if we can go in, but... Okay, we can. It's nice to be able to relax and enjoy a drink like this after all this time. I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused you, Melissa. Don't apologize. You must have been through more than enough. I just hope it's the first step back towards our normal everyday lives. So do I. So do I. Life's been difficult since our town was occupied by the Alliance, but I always knew we'd be rewarded for persevering. There's nothing we can't overcome. We face it together as a family. I wouldn't be able to sit here with my wife if it weren't for you and your friends. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Well, we didn't do the cafe and inn. Didn't do the cafe and inn. You forgot about the cafe and inn. Could these books be? By any chance, is that the Complete Gambler Jack 2 collection? Yeah, but I knew it. So have you read it already? What do you think of it? Interesting? I guess I wasn't really in the mood for a story set in Calvert, but other than that, it was fine. Spoilers. Why do you ask? Are you a fan? How dare you imply I'd have an interest in mass market rubbish like this? It's set in enemy country, no less. No, I mustn't be so quick to judge. Risha Mal gave the series a wholehearted recommendation in an interview, so there must be something within this pages. Risha Mal, the cross-billion performer? Oh yeah, I knew I'd forgotten about his celebrity crush. I do like there's some dialogue for that. Since that was an optional quest. I'm glad to see you haven't forgotten her name. That's good. Very good. My recommendation spurred within me an infinitesimal interest in those books, but finding them has posed quite a challenge. I finally managed to acquire copies of the original and read them cover to cover, but my sequel continues to escape my grasp. That's a shame. He's eyeing these books like a starving animal. Maybe I should just give them to him. Nah, bah. Maybe I shouldn't do that. You never know. I might get the urge to read them or something. It seems the filter from my mind and mouth missed something. Disregard you heard. Just be sure that you return safely and unharmed to this academy after the operation. I'll not permit a single student, upper class or lower class, to go missing on us. Now, I mean, I do want to give it to you. I just, you know, the dialogue option, nah, bye, is too good. Okay, fine. If you really want them, I'd be happy to give you my copies. Are you sure? Of course, I've already read them, so I'm not exactly chomping at the bit to read them again. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude of me to receive an offer from a student. Very well, I'll take your extra literature off your hands. I think that's probably a heartfelt thank you, and Heinrich speak. I should give you something in return, though, shouldn't I? Very well. Here, take some Zemurian ore. I know you have, like, a fucking giant crystal of it, but, Zemurian ore, I can't believe it, but if you don't mind me asking, how did you wind up with this? It's an antique that's been passed down to my family for generations. It's hardly valuable enough for me to call it an heirloom, but I've never thought of it anything more than an odd stone. One here, however, in the right hands, it can be used to customize weapons. It's not doing any good in my position, obviously, but it might do well in yours. Well, if you're sure. Thank you very much. We'll be sure to put it to proper use. We're glad to hear it. As for the books, I suppose I'll read them after you succeed in your operation tomorrow. Make sure that you come back safely and not for my reading pleasure alone. We will. You and your classmates are truly irresponsible. You ever at any point think what might have you got hurt? Staging an operation like that? Yeah, but has he even had that much to drink? He's talking like he started this morning. What's worse, you're crossing the other classes. I said I've never been cooked up class students. Cat never would debase himself by something so insane. Absolutely never. I know you can hear me, Dr. Valstein. Oh, it's your fault. Oh, you know. Oh, come on. You can't blame me for every little thing that happens in this academy, can you? Yes, here's one thing after another. I suppose you should be happy all students return safely. I was so glad to see that all the students who studied the academy are doing well. I'm just a little disappointed we couldn't invite Instructor Nightheart to this little gathering, though. Yeah, he probably has his hands too full preparing for tomorrow's battle to be sitting around here. I just hope he's going to be alright. Worry not, I'd honestly be more concerned for the safety of his enemies. I'm sure he'll be back here in no time, arguing with Instructor Sarah like a couple of lovers who can't admit their true feelings for one another. Thomas, you ass, I heard that. When this war is finally over, I'll have to make sure to invite Instructor Nightheart out for drinks again. Now you're always welcome to join us for some fine fraternal bonding, Noreen. Well, I think I could swing it as long as I don't try and spike my drink or anything. It's about nice to finally be able to sit and enjoy a relaxing cup of Fred's tea again. Who knows how long I'll be able to. There's no telling what tomorrow may bring, so we should enjoy what we can while we can. Just to finally see when it gets back to the way it should be. And it just isn't right unless it's all lively like this. And who do we owe that to? You students, of course. Here's a little something from me. Oh, there's a lot here. Thank you so much. Sure thing. Make sure you all enjoy it. I'm giving every customer who walks in here tonight a freebie. Won't be a night to remember if you don't all pitch in, right? Okay, so we make every single member of Class 7 walk in, you know, on their own, get the pasta. Before we know it, we got 12 servings of pasta. It's not even really that good. I mean, it's okay, but... Alright, and we actually went long after all doing all the talking, so next time we will do all these bonding events that are available to us, and we will, that'll probably take the full video. If it doesn't, we'll, I guess, do some of the main story stuff. I'm Extra Cheesy 87, stay tuned for the next part, and bye guys.